Take a seat on the couch,
Let's
please,
have
so we can have a little talking
seat on
time.
the couch over there, near on me. So I assume. Wow, you've been a real thorn in our side. Caesar asked us to provide a distraction on the strip. So when he gives the word, we're gonna launch an all-out assault on the strip. First, we're gonna blow the embassy, then we're gonna use soldiers to kill every last motherfucker on the strip. Then we'll run this joint. That'll teach Not at Home what can go on while he sits in his fucking ivory tower lording down from on high. Caccino, what the fuck?
Aha!
Hey, thanks for all the hard work back there. We're gonna run a tight ship here, don't you worry. Of course, after all you did for me, here... Bye.
I tell you.
Well, howdy, partner. Good to see you. I see you brought some friends. Boss is pretty clear on this.
By order of Caesar, all visitors... Our way. True to Caesar.
Are you okay? Don't bother me. I'm training to become a full legionary.
What do you need from me? You must enter Caesar's tent.
I'm sure you found Benny's demise pleasing. Let's press on, shall we? As I was telling you before, I want Mr. House. You have an interest in his death, too. If he knows that you destroyed his gadgets beneath the fort, he will strike. You know where to find him. How he dies, I leave up. It's called an autodoc. As the name suggests, he can treat broken bones, cuts, punctures, scrape. Makes for a powerful gift in a culture that forbids painkillers. My Praetorians embody the martial ideals. Instead, I invited them to join my guard. So the fight is to the death. Lucius has been the head of my guard for 5 years now. No. Vulpes is the best of my frumentari. A remarkable individual. He was brought into the Legion as a boy. Then in battle against an as Centurion. Whatever I require. They're mentally flexible. Linnaeus is the greatest of my battlefield command. Once, he was the greatest warrior of the Hyde-Bark. When after several months he killed 15 before they brought him down. I had him tended to. When he did, he accepted. Linnaeus is savage. Savagely loyal too, but only to. He has no attachment to his men. When another legate, his first step, it means decimation. But in ancient Rome, the legionaries are lined up in ranks. It instills. Yes. This time, my legionnaire, there will be no failure this time, no retreat. No, with Linnaeus to drive the legion forward, the dam will be taken. It's not going to happen again, that's all I have. And I've heard it's a bad idea to tempt the wrath of What else did I'll hand it to that piece of shit. He was determined. He used some kind of old-world stealth device to get across. Seems the device ran out of juice once he got here. See, thing is, he didn't change his hair. He was brought before me along with the platinum chip. That's how I knew he... Benny tried to sell me a story, but Lucius has a way of... Do you want my opinion as a former citizen? Or as a young man, did you know her presidency? Does that sound like a democracy? Because the council didn't dare oppose her. So things ran smoothly, ever since losing it. Greed runs rampant. The government is corrupt. The NCR is not built to let... Of course, the most powerful my legion has faced. Until now, every tribe... My conquest of the Mojave, just as my namesake campaign... I know he's a coward, hiding behind an arm. Some say he's... I've analyzed the region's tribe to determine... Ironically, I was born a profligate myself. My family lived not far from the Great Boneyard. After raiders killed my father, my mother, she found work at their library, cooking and cleaning. I learned how to read, and soon I was taking courses. Oh yes, raised in that tradition. And the teaching stuck. I may have taken it. When I was 20, the followers sent me east to Grand Canyon. It was my first expedition. Just me and a physician named Calhoun. As an anthropologist and linguist, my assignment was to learn... If you think it's worthwhile to make smart people learn how to talk like... Anyway, we met up with a Mormon missionary who already knew about, but before that went too they were a backward bunch. The Blackfoot were at war with 7 other tribes, each just as pissant as they were. But outnumbered like that, they weren't. It's one thing to be taken hostage, another to be lashed to a sinking ship. I taught them how to use the guns they already had, how to strip and clean them, how to... They looked at me like I was some kind of a sorcerer. So I taught them how to make explosives. If there's anything I learned as a follower of the... Divide et impera, divide and conquer. I led the Black... When they refused to surrender, I ordered every man, woman, and child killed. When next we I took one of the... This was new for the tribes, you see. They played at war. I showed them total warfare. Kaibabs joined me, and the Fredonians after that. I knew from the start, so that's what I said. Josh... That's right. Decades of warfare, absorbing... My Legion's expansion has never ceased. Much of the Utah... We have cities... I used Imperial Rome as the model for my Legion precisely because I'd seen what had become of the NCR's attempts to Rome was... In Rome, I found a template, a society... It means a nationalist, imperialist, totalitarian, long-term stability at all costs. No, I'll destroy it because it's inevitable that it be destroyed. How do I put this basically enough? The fundamental premise is which inherit, but the resolution of the conflict yields something new, a synthesis. The bombs wiped the slate clean. Human civilization, the NCR, just as with the ancient thesis, from a basically nomadic. It's called an auto. Good. Don't know what kind of security he has. Until Mr. House has been dealt with, you and I...
Was there more for us to discuss? Excellent. Had you simply killed them, the Omertas would have sent another group after Martina event. You've saved me the trouble of coming up with a more permanent solution. And Martina is free to go. I know the captain well. The destruction of the NCR monorail was his doing. Of course, if the NCR were to hear of that, it would be obvious.
I have nothing to
Lupo
talk
met
about.
an honorable death in the arena.
You've proven yourself to be a true friend of the Legion. We have a safe house. It's an excellent place to rest and store extra equipment. While he's there, you can acquire items useful for stealthy op...
True to what do you want? I'm here to keep everything in order. As a friend of the lead, No, there... I have some goods collected during... Welcome back. Have you reconsidered my... If you... All right, I suppose I could... Okay, here you go. That page has the... I'll be here watching, so I'll know if you've made it to the gate or not.
Worry about me, dear.
Hold it right there. Don't you move. How the hell did you survive that bombardment? But I had you zeroed in the whole time. Nobody's that fast. Move a muscle now and I'll blow you to pieces. Watch your mouth, Savage. Raquel will be here any second.
I'll take this from here. I'm Raquel, Master-at-Arms for the Nellis homeland. Mother Pearl, our eldest, wishes to speak to you. Follow close and mind your behavior.
Welcome, child. I've been waiting a good... prophecy. I just hoped a savage, outsider, son. That's right, child. Mother Pearl. Oh, so many ways. Small ones to begin with, so we can... Should that go well, it may be... You have to keep in mind that you're our first contact with the outside. Seclusion has kept us safe, but the world... My youngers think our guns can keep out the world. You're that little bit of the... You picked a good time to stop by, for we're swimming. Raquel could use help with the bug problem. Doc Argyle has wounded he's tending to. Or you could just go see Pete at the museum and hear... Come and go as you like, help or don't help, I leave it up to you.
Hey.
Make my day, mutant.
How is your visit with us go? They are too rare and valuable to simply give away. I haven't heard anything. You must... Each of the elders would appreciate... Seek out Jack...
I know Mother Pearl is letting you wander Nellis as you please out. I'm afraid... Sorry. I have 3 patients here. I've stabilized their wound. If what you say is true... thought that man was done for, but you brought him around. Excellent treatment. I hadn't thought of that. Evening. Yes, outsider? There's still patients in need of treatment.
You're the outsider. Mother Pearl sent word that... Gosh, there's a lot of folks. Over at the workshop, Loyal and Jack are always... Wonderful. I'm sure you've noticed them. Excellent. Ages ago, long before I was born, we lived underground. Everyone had guns, but the overseer wouldn't let us explode it. Not even a hand grenade. We left and wandered the wastes. There were savages with knives. We blew them up with frag mines and grenades, burned them with flamethrowers. It was neat, but there was a downside. For every 43.6 savages we killed, we lost one of our own. We needed a new home. We needed Nellis. Here we have prospered and multiplied. Here our mighty guns destroy any savages who might try to harm us before they can even reach our gates. Well, until... But... Not saying you want to harm us or you're a savage, but... Nellis has revealed many secrets. It has taught us how to fly the bombers once based here, and it has taught us where to find one. And that is our story so far. For this last image is our future. To restore the bomber, to fly the open skies in armored safety, raining high explosive ordnance upon ignorant savages. This is our destiny. I'm pleased that you listened to the entire story. Perhaps there are details you'd like to know more about. Let me know. Now that you know the story of our people. So you know about the vaults? In our... Exactly. We haven't detonated any atomic warheads since before anything. Several automatic warheads detonate here 100 years ago. The savages of the Wait? That's exactly right. You're very knowledgeable for a Sav. An outsider. Anything else? Nellis is a completely self-sufficient community. We draw... Indeed we do. Anything else? You're right. They weren't here when we discovered Nellis. We found the guns. It took many weeks to drag the guns in their... Thank you so much. Anything else you... Once we restore power, we learn that we believe they were used to... Before you ask. That's beautiful. Yes, it's exactly like that. Anything else? Loyal found a file somewhere on the base with mag... It seems that a bomber appeared... The photo... Yes. In fact, that's exactly what Loyal has... I wish everyone were just as interested in our story. How can I help you, outsider? Me? I know...
Hungry for grub? Hey.
If you can't keep that thing under control, I